What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk with the shitheads. I got main event Jay to my left or right. I'm not sure which way. And neither's Reese because that damn eye's going different again. Reese, what the hell's up with that eye? Anyway, we got the guys back. We got main event. We got Q Creek tonight. We are giving our AEW Revolution pay-per-view picks, and we're going to talk about a little bit of IWC wrestling that Reese went to over the weekend. So, but real quick, guys, before we get started with that, we're going to open up with another striker joke for the podcast.
Okay. Is this gonna be a running theme?
It is going to be a running theme, yes.
Okay.
All right. So, why didn't the skeleton climb the mountain? Reese?
Why?
He didn't have the guts. That is Striker's joke of the day. I thought that was pretty good. Pretty fucking good. So, what's new, everybody? What's going on?
I got nothing new, buddy.
Nothing.
Nope.
All right. How about you, Reese?
Oh, in the process of packing.
Well, we all know that. I meant wrestling related, guy. Fuck.
Oh, it's exciting weekend at IWC.
Yeah, and we're gonna get into that at the end, and I'm sure you got some good stuff to tell. Since you did walk with Elias.
Elijah.
All right, guys. So the AEW Revolution pay-per-view is this weekend on Sunday, and looking at the matches on paper, that's a fucking stacked card. I don't know if you've looked at it or not, but it's pretty stacked.
Yeah, it looks like a solid 7-hour show.
It's gonna have to go to 2 nights like WrestleMania.
Why the hell not?
All right, but anyway, guys, the first match, and I have no idea who made this up, but it's called Meat Madness. What the fuck is Meat Madness?
I think this. This is in my head because I just watched last week's Dynamite. Because I think this goes back to Wardlow's crappy promo in the ring.
Oh, that was fucking horrible.
Where he doesn't have competition and he's like the self-appointed champion since he, beat Punk and beat MJF and Samoa Joe. So he's quote unquote the chosen one or whatever. So it's just a Tony Khan thrown together thing.
But where the hell do you get the meat from? Just because Wardlow and Hobbs is built like a shit house?
And then Archer's in that match.
Yeah, and more to be determined, which, Christ. But anyway, so right now it's Wardlow, Hobbs, and Archer, and more to be determined. Jay, I know it, without knowing who the TBDs are, who you picking?
Seems like for the third time in 4 years they're trying to do something with Wardlow, so I'm gonna go Wardlow.
Okay, and how about you, Pumpernickel?
I'll do Wardlow also.
Oh, wow.
I knew you absolutely would do Wardlow.
Damn, Jesus, we're coming out shooting. Pew pew.
Can you do that again for me? I love that.
Pew.
All right, thank you.
I'm gonna go with Hobbs on this one. If you're gonna If you're gonna
Well, once you do that, you never go back.
if you're gonna
Now
go
would you stop?
if you're gonna go with meat, you gotta go with Hobbs.
Well,
I think Hobbs is bigger than Wardlow.
um,
I always knew you were funny.
Reese, he's left-footed.
Who's more muscular between the two?
Yeah, I know that's what you were referencing to.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But see, I think Wardlow's actually more muscular. Hobbs has like a freaking Ahmed Johnson body. Always thought on the sauce. He's just big, like Big E.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. All right.
If we're talking about who's bigger, it's probably Hobbs.
Oh man. All right, next up we got he's cut this is his well, how do you say, would it be his debut? Because it's not really his debut, but his first match since being signed to AEW. It's Will, don't call him Ocean Spray, Osprey, going up against Take a Shitta. So main event, who's your pick for this one?
I just can't see them beating Osprey in his first match in. That's a big signing for them.
Huge.
Yeah, huge.
He should be in the Meat Madness because he's huge.
Well, listen. I think it'll be a good match, but I think ultimately Osprey goes over.
All right, Reese, how about you?
We'll go Osprey as well. Is he still part of the family?
Well, apparently not, because if he's fighting Take a Shitta, I think that Callis only hired him for that one time.
Yeah, that was. I want to say that was mentioned somewhere by Callis that they do so many backstage interviews and there's so many things that are just like a one-off and you can't remember if they actually said it or not. But I want to say that Callis, because he didn't do what Callis wanted him to do. I think, if I remember correctly, I could be 100% wrong, but.
And 99.9 of the time you are wrong, right?
Some have said this, yes.
All right, and I'm also going to take Will Ocean Spray on this one. So it's a triple right down the middle, fucking triple. Help me out here, guys.
It's a clean sweep.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Reese wasn't helping. Christ, he was just looking at it.
I was waiting for you to.
Reese just wanted to watch you squirm, trying to come up with something.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Fucker. Speaking of Ocean Spray, listen, hear me out. If you saw my Facebook, I tried something new today. Have you ever tried diet iced tea with pineapple juice?
No, but I'm going to.
Yes, I guarantee you will fucking love it.
The only thing, I saw somebody comment, and I can't give them credit because I can't remember who it was, but they said the sugar in pineapple juice counteracts the diet of the iced tea.
Yeah, you know who it was?
No, I don't.
It was Springer.
Oh.
It was Springer.
Well,
always got a fucking Debbie Downer on something.
I'm taking health advice from him.
Yeah. But anyway, I hope you're feeling better too, by the way, Springer. I know you'll be watching.
Did he stub his toe?
He did. He got his meat hanger caught in a paper clip.
Well, Martina, she's such a sweetheart, that poor girl.
She goes through a lot.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm telling you, try it. Just put iced tea in and just a splash of pineapple. You'll love it.
I'm going to.
All right.
I'll give you my feedback later on this week.
I can't drink tea, so I'm out.
Oh, okay.
What do you got, kidney stones, guy?
I was advised not to drink tea anymore because I've had several kidney stones.
Oh, okay. All right, I apologize. I tried to make a joke.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
This guy. Anyway,
I'm always stepping on my own dick.
You are, man. You know, you came out shooting today, like I said. Pew pew. Anyway, all right. Next up, we got FTR versus Mox and Claudio. First thing, does this have the potential to be match of the night?
I would say so. I mean, they're both good tag teams. The match they had on Dynamite last week was pretty good. They fought to a draw. So, obviously, they're going to try to one-up each other, and there'll be some hard hitting in there.
Definitely. Main event, what do you think?
It does have potential. I just can't understand why the best tag team in the world, and I defy you to show me who's better than FTR. And they are AEW Whippet Boys. And I have my thoughts on why that is. And it starts with Young and ends with Bucks.
You might be onto something.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll make my pick right now. It's Mox and Claudio. Not that I don't think it's going to be a good match. I just FTR can't catch a goddamn break.
All right. So Reese, who you picking?
I'm gonna go FTR here.
All right. Whew. I'm gonna have to go with FTR also. I just think FTR is gonna whoop some ass.
I think it'll be a bloody match, obviously.
Oh, real quick, over under how many minutes before fucking Mox is bleeding? Under 2 minutes.
Are you
over or under?
Are you recording it? Are you writing it down? I mean,
yes.
Okay. What'd you give it to?
2 minutes.
The line. 2 minutes.
2.
I'm gonna go over. Not by much, but I'm going over.
Okay. Reese?
I'll go over also. As long as he don't headbutt. As Mox don't headbutt.
Yeah, I'm going over. Yeah, definitely over. Like Jay said, it won't be much longer over 2 minutes. You'll see the ref putting the gloves on.
Right at the entrance.
Yeah, he might as well come out with the fucking gloves on at this point.
Well, yeah, that referee, he comes out to the ring, say he doesn't know the match that he's refereeing, and he sees Moxley coming out. He hears that theme music, and he's like, "Fuck," and he just throws the gloves on.
Yeah. You know, something I always wondered was, when these referees, are reffing these matches, and they're in like a all holds or no holds barred match, and there's thumbtacks and shit in the ring. And when they count 1, 2, 3, aren't they afraid that they're going to get tacks in their hands?
In the moment, probably not.
Because some of them fucking referees, they smack that fucking ring hard. Not like these fucking backyard refs. I don't know if we know any, but if we had any backyard refs, how would they count? Jay, I'm just asking for a friend.
Well, how would I know?
How would the best fucking backyard referee count 1, 2, 3 in that match?
You smack the shit out of that mat.
Even with the thumbtacks down.
Yeah, and you pull them out later.
Oh, all right. Well, you heard it there, guys, from the #1 backyard motherfucking referee in Western Pennsylvania. He put the zebra stripes on but he's done now. He's done now.
Well, if I get down to make it count, I can't get back up. So
you must just lay there and just roll, gator roll around the ring.
Now.
We're putting a match together. I'm telling him, I'll just be down, guys. Just roll towards me.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Next up is the AEW TNT Championship. We got Christian, the champion, going up against Daniel Garcia. I think we all know how this is going to end up. Jay?
Yeah. Christian, one of the top 5, if not the top heel in the business right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just a swarmy fight. He has a fucking face that you just want to slap.
That promo he did with Garcia last week, that was... Do you know who lives at, whatever address?
It was a cemetery.
It was the cemetery. I thought, wow. He kills it with his promos, man.
Some of that shit is so classless. Like, I'll be watching it and I just like, oh my God, I can't believe they fucking went there.
Right?
But like you said, Striker, we all know Christian ain't dropping it to Garcia.
Yeah.
Unless Copeland comes in and fucks him. But I'm gonna pick Christian.
Okay. Reese, real quick, nice hoodie you got on, guy.
Yeah, thanks, guy.
Looks pretty nice. Where did you get that fucking fine quality fucking hoodie from?
I bought it.
You bought it. He said, I bought it.
Where'd you buy it from? At a fucking thrift shop? Where did you get it from?
Oh, I ordered it off of you, guy.
That's a hell of a fucking high quality hoodie there.
I know.
All right, so who you taking in this match, Reese?
I think Christian's gonna have another son to take care of.
Ah. All right, so you're taking Christian.
Yep.
Oh, and you think Garcia is gonna join up with them?
Do you really?
Yeah. Against Matt Menard's wishes.
Oh.
So that would be Christian, Nick Plain, Dino Douche. Okay, I can see that.
And the mom.
And
Mama Wayne.
Let's not forget about the mom.
Yeah, she's nothing to look at, but fucking, Christian's tapping out every night.
Well, of course he
is. Like a beer keg.
Yeah.
He's giving her the old fucking hucklebuck. So I'm also going to go with Christian, but he's going to win with interference. I think Nick Wayne or Luchasaurus or whatever he goes. What's his name now?
Kill Switch.
Yeah,
Kill Switch.
Yeah.
With help from one of them. So again, that's a fucking right down the middle. All three of us going with Christian.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep. Thank you. See, you're catching on. All right, next up is the AEW Continental Crown Championship. The champion is Eddie Kingston going up against Bryan Danielson. This is going to be this potentially could be a bloody match also.
Yeah.
Reese, we'll start with you. Who do you taking on this one?
I'm gonna take Eddie on this one. I know you don't care too much for him, but
hey, it's all about the picks, my friend. All about the picks.
Yeah, I'll take Kingston.
Main event. How about yourself?
I think this has potential show stealer on it.
Yeah. Now, if
wait a minute,
if Bryan Danielson loses, he has to shake Eddie's hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you say show stealer?
Yeah, mid card show stealer. It's not going to be
with Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston's a talent, man. I know you, for whatever reason, you got a boner against them.
Well, you better, Reese, you better hope he fucking shows up for the match since you picked him.
The fucking guy doesn't. He no shows one autograph session. Larry hates him for life.
No. He's no showed many shows and autograph sessions.
Did you have tickets for any of these events?
I did not.
Okay, then what's your problem?
Right? Reese did. You did.
I did, and I never got my goddamn picture back either.
If anybody should be bitter, it should be Jay.
Yeah, right.
For his $1 poster that he sent in.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go Kingston.
All right. And so, I think we're looking at a new champion here, fellas. I think Bryan Danielson's going to be a new champ. I'm taking Danielson. He's going to be your new AEW Continental Crown champion.
Whatever that means. What the hell does your dry erase board say? Does that say Ralphus?
It says rankings.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It says rankings. What do you know about rankings? If you don't know, we'll tell you later. All right, next up, we got the AEW International Championship. We got Roderick Strong going up against the champion, the number one man in the fucking company, Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, Reese, if you don't mind, I'm just going to jump ahead of you. I'm going to go first. The company mascot's going to win, Orange Cassidy. There ain't no way in hell that Roderick Strong's going to beat him.
All right. Reese, since you was automatically jumped by your father.
I'll take Orange here, too. Anything that they're doing with the United Kingdom there, it's not really... they had the big lead up there, and then it's just fell flat. I don't really see any potential in any of them, to be honest.
Really?
That was the worst goddamn reveal ever.
Yes.
That had wrestle crap written all over it.
That belongs in the Facebook group cringeworthy.
Well, and it didn't help, I don't think, that MJF went off with an injury, or he's doing whatever hell he's doing, sitting in Triple H's office trying to negotiate a contract. Who the hell knows? But that was the worst goddamn thing. That was the worst thing since the Black Scorpion.
You think it would have been different if MJF wasn't injured and then Adam Cole didn't get hurt?
Oh, it would have absolutely been different. It may have been watching. It may have been watchable television. I mean, Jesus Christ, what do they call them? The Undisputed Kingdom.
Yeah. Or Undisputed Kingdom, not United Kingdom.
They're below. They're below Judgment Day. Way below Judgment
Day. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's like Jay said, that was the worst reveal in history besides Jay's gender. Besides Jay, next to Jay's gender reveal, that was the worst.
Well, I had to have surgery. They weren't sure what I had going on down
well, guys, I'm gonna go opposite of Ian's. I think we're looking at a new champion here also. I'm going to go with Roderick Strong. Only because there's going to be interference in this also.
Well, yeah, because what else could the Booker of the Year come up with?
All right, this next one we got up. God, Reese, I hope you're wearing pants, because if not, you're going to be sticking to your seat on this one.
I got sweaties on.
Oh, good God! I hope we're not gray sweaties.
Nope.
Anyway, we got the AEW Women's World Championship. We got Deonna Purrazzo going up against the champion, Timeless Toni Storm. Reese, I know you're 50-50 on this. Which way you leaning, guy?
Well, I'm gonna go with Purrazzo here, mainly because I don't think with the Timeless gimmick she doesn't need a title to get over. She's doing excellent work with having Luther as her butler and Maria May there. So I think Deonna goes over there, gets the title.
All right,
and then that sets up for the thing in Boston.
Oh, okay. Main event. What's your take on this match?
I agree with Reese. The Toni Storm gimmick doesn't need a title, and not that Deonna needs it to get over either, because she doesn't. But between the two of them, I'd put it on Deonna and just get her away from Toni Storm, and then the Boston thing, and that if that is indeed what they're doing, and there ain't no way in hell that they're doing all this teasing and they're not gonna deliver.
Oh, yeah.
With Mercedes. So yeah, I agree with Reese. I'm gonna go with Deonna.
All right. And I do like the cinematic stuff there with her too, having like the black and white screen there.
They even did it split screen.
Yeah, when Deonna come out, they split it.
Yeah,
I mean that's some good work there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm glad that they're doing production a little bit better than they are what they're doing in the fucking ring. Let's be honest.
That move Deonna had on Madison Rayne, that was cool. Oh man,
I'm surprised she's not paralyzed.
That was rough.
Jesus.
And then watching that again, Deonna didn't even know what the hell happened.
I'm not 100% sold on the fact that was Deonna's fault.
Watching it again, I think Madison would be the one on that one.
She took a step in too early.
Yeah,
and that because the look on Deonna's face was like, what the fuck? She could have snapped her goddamn neck.
Yeah.
The last time I saw somebody laying like that was when somebody was putting together a fucking bed and knocked themselves out.
Well, first off, wise ass. I was taking it apart, not putting it together.
My bad.
Fucking dick.
And the best part about the whole story, he was in his tidy whities.
Never wore tidy.
Looking like Captain Underpants.
Captain Underpants. I never wore tidy whities in my entire life,
except for that day.
No. Oh yeah, I put them on specifically to take that bed apart.
Your wife said to me, I walked up the steps, all I saw was elbows and asshole up in the air, and JJ's head through the fucking drywall. I didn't know what happened.
Fucking cut my goddamn neck. I looked at her. I couldn't even. I was okay, but I couldn't say it. That was concussion number 7.
I'm gonna go with Toni Storm on this. I don't think we see a new champion here. as much as I would like to see Deonna Purrazzo win it, but I don't think she beats Tony yet. All right. Oh, man. So the next up is the AEW World Championship. It's Swerve Strickland going up against Adam Page, going up against the champion, Samoa Joe, in a triple threat for the title. Who we got, boys?
See, I think this is mainly about Hangman and Swerve. Like, there's really no beef with Samoa Joe there on both of their parts. So I think, I'm going to pick Joe on this one, mainly because Swerve's and Hangman's rivalry isn't over yet.
Okay. Jay?
I don't know. As long as it's anybody but fucking Hangman, I don't care. But if I guess I do have to make a pick. If they were gonna put it on Swerve is hot as hell right now. If you were gonna do it, you'd do.
Sorry, guy.
Don't throw yourself out of that chair, for Christ's sake. If they were gonna do it, they should do it at this pay-per-view because he's hot. But I'm gonna go with Joe because I think those two assholes, Swerve and Hangnail, are just gonna eliminate each other.
Hangnail, I like it. Oh, that's funny. I'm also gonna take Joe on this one. Just like you guys said, Paige and Swerve are going to be more going against them each other than going against Joe. I think somehow, I don't know. Excuse me. I think Paige costs Swerve the championship somehow. Like maybe Swerve gets Joe, does his move, goes to pin him 1, 2, 3, and maybe Paige yanks the ref out of the ring on 3. I don't know. Because I think, like you said, it's not over. I think that's going to elevate their feud.
Let me ask you this, guys, because I don't know the answer. Are there triple threat matches, the AEWs? Are they elimination or is it one fall?
I believe it's one fall.
Okay.
One fall.
I think it's one fall.
Yeah, I definitely think something like that's going to happen. All right, before we get into the very last match, just want to go through real quick and don't forget to check out the Triple B Experience podcast with Bad Bubba Brewer. Also, the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty with Bad Bubba Brewer. And then let's keep it going with Buckle to Buckle with Cal L. These are all on YouTube and Facebook. And then you got the Elite Sports Banter, NFL Elite Banner with Dick Smoke and Freight Train. The smartest man in Philly, says no one. But he claims he's the smartest man in Philly. You can't be too fucking smart if you're from Philly. Just saying. But we love you, Dick Smoke. Did I just hear a kitty cat?
Oscar made a run in.
Meow. Yeah, kitty. And also before we move on, I got a video clip that I just came across. I gotta find it here. It's an oldie but goodie, and one that I don't think that we're ever gonna forget. So I hope you enjoy this. This popped up in my memories, and I want you all to see it again.
Oh no.
Barbarians. The Barbarian? The LA Chief. What the fuck are we doing with our lives? I want to go hang myself.
Jesus. That was you. You let go of his
What the fuck are we doing?
What the fuck are we doing with our lives?
The whole family.
I just want to hang myself.
The whole family was there.
Jesus.
You don't know how many times I watched that this week when you posted it. And I laughed as hard every time as the first time.
Oh my God. So that was so funny that day.
He had that goddamn fork hanging off of his lips. Jeez.
That's when he was like beating his chest really hard, wasn't it?
Because he was inhaling it. He wasn't. I don't even think he tasted it. He was shoveling that shit in.
He was eating that as if somebody was gonna take it from him.
Eating it like he was in prison.
Yeah.
But anyway, we want to give a shout out. Happy birthday to our main man, Jeff the Deke. Some Ians may know him as Mamba. Hefe. I mean, he's a man of many nicknames. He's definitely a fashion model at wrestling events. But you know, he has more wardrobe changes than Janet Jackson does at her concerts.
Than fucking Mick Foley.
But anyway, happy birthday, Jeff Jenkins, and don't forget to check out his videos. I believe he started a podcast this week with JTT, right? Is that right?
That was, yeah, I believe you're right.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him because, quite frankly, I don't want to.
Oh, come on. That's your boy.
Jeff and I have been friends for a very long time, and happy birthday, buddy.
He's the only person you would not ever let drive anywhere ever again.
No. One time he took a bunch of us to lunch in his van, which was questionable to say the least. And I got out and literally kissed the sidewalk. I didn't think I was going to make it.
One of the funniest stories I've ever heard. But again, happy birthday, Jeff.
Well, there's one that can top that, but I won't repeat that here.
Oh, yes. I believe that's going to come up pretty soon in the next podcast or two.
I'm not repeating
it. All right, so I'm guessing this is going to be the main event of the night. It is going to be Sting's last match, and it's also a tornado tag rules for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. It's the Young Bucks going up against the champions Sting and Darby Allin. I think we all know how this is going to end, but I could be wrong. Reese, what's your thoughts?
I kind of hits me in the feels because Sting was, one of the guys that I would want to see every time I turn my television on the wrestling there. It's probably one of my favorite wrestlers. And for this to be the last match, it's just, I guess it's my childhood ending. But I foresee the Young Bucks winning in this, obviously. Isn't this where Sting's career started? Where he, was made out to be a star?
Jay, you might know this.
Where's the show at? Charlotte?
Greensboro.
Greensboro. Yeah, I mean, with Jim Crockett Promotions, that's...
And I think that Ric Flair is gonna fuck Sting in the end because they had that meeting there on Dynamite. He was reviewing all the options he had, and so I think Flair's gonna have a part in this match.
Add into the, excuse me, add into that, he said that he came to AEW and he's not being used. Well, Christ, he's 90 years old and fucking his hips are about to shatter. No wonder he's not being used.
Yeah. So I think it'll be a bittersweet ending, but Young Bucks. Unfortunately, I see the Young Bucks winning.
Jay, what do you think? I know it's going to pain you to say
it. That really it does piss me off. It upsets me that those two pieces of shit have the ability to wrestle in a man's final match who was a bigger star than they would ever hope to be. And they're going to go over and they're going to take the belts. And Sting's going to walk off into the sunset after losing to the fucking Young Bucks. That just burns my ass.
A chaps it, huh, guy?
It's seriously, it just, and I don't see any other outcome other than maybe Darby eats the pin, because Darby's got a long career, provided he don't snap his back in half. But the fact that Sting's last match is going to be with those two fucking 120-pound pieces of shit. That just does that upset me? Every time I think about it, I get pissed.
So, are you taking the Young Bucks?
Yeah, unfucking fortunately.
Now, before I give my pick, I want to ask you guys something. So, in this tornado tag rules, is there any way that there can be a disqualification?
No.
No way at all. So it's no DQ.
Yeah.
Are you positive on this?
Pretty positive.
Reese, do you know?
I would think it's no DQ. Because they're both in the ring. What would they? Or all four competitors are in the ring. What?
Well, that's why I'm asking. I'm not sure. Can you Google it real quick, Reese? While we're here, because I'm thinking about something here, and that's why I'm asking. While you're looking for that, Jay, looking down the line here, are you or not the line, but the match card, do you still feel that the FTR and Mox and Claudio is going to be the match of the night?
Yeah, I mean the main event has potential to be also, but I'm not a fan of Trampoline Cowboys.
Right.
So, but I'm not a fan of blood for the sake of blood either. So,
okay.
It has to in my mind, it has to make sense.
Okay.
Says the rules are suspended for the match.
So that means there can't be a DQ. All right. So well, there goes my thought. Now, is there a time limit?
Probably not. I mean, why would you give a guy retiring a time limit?
Well, championship matches are what, usually 60 minutes?
I highly doubt Sting's going to go for 60 minutes.
Race, damn it, that ain't what I said. I said usually they're 60 minutes.
Yeah. Typically they give championship matches a 60-minute time limit. Yeah.
Okay. So now here's my thinking, since there's no DQs. So there's no way that I think that they're going to let Sting and the Young Bucks win over Darby and Sting when it's Sting's last match. I could be wrong. I don't think that they're going to fucking do it. I was thinking that they would get the Young Bucks would get DQ'd. That way, nobody Sting and Darby wins, but something like that. And then, but I'm also thinking, if they go to a time limit draw, Sting and Darby still champions, but obviously with Sting retiring, this being his last match, they'll take the titles off of them and do a tag team tournament. Therefore, FTR gets the belts back at the tournament.
Okay, so first off, there ain't no way in hell that in Sting's last match they're going to do a time limit draw or anything, any other chicanery. That's not going to happen. And the Bucks are not going to fucking allow FTR to get another crack at those tag belts.
I mean, do you have a better theory for this match? Because I can't see this being Sting's last match and him losing. I just can't see that.
I don't think he doesn't have to take the pinfall.
But he still loses the match. He loses the belts.
Of course he does, because on his way out, that's the tradition. On the way out, you look at the lights.
But don't you want to ride that white horse out with the belt as the horse is fucking galloping out of the fucking arena?
I don't even think he wanted to be champion.
He didn't want to be a tag champ.
All right. Well, there goes my thinking. Yeah, I'm going to go against Jens. I'm going to take Sting and Darby. Only because I don't know. I just can't see them fucking losing. I can't see them losing. That's why I asked if it was no DQ or anything, because I wasn't sure.
Could you imagine if they did a disqualification in a tornado tag in Sting's last match? They'd be setting fucking chairs on fire.
But would you rather see Sting go out still champion or Sting lose the belts?
He's going to lose them anyway. I guarantee that's been booked. That's done. Bucks are coming out of it. Why did the Bucks have to insert themselves in this goddamn deal anyway? It should have been Sting and Darby against one another, and Sting ports Darby over.
Yeah, I agree. You're right.
And then he gets a hero's goodbye. But no, the fucking Young Cucks had to involve themselves because they're EVPs. And that's not just a TV name. That's not a work. That's a fucking shoot. They're still EVPs.
Right.
And Tony lets the inmates run the asylum.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you. So that is it, everybody, for the AEW Revolution pay-per-view picks from us. We still got a few minutes here. We can talk about a few things. Real quick, we just want to talk about some of our upcoming shows. We've got the WCW house shows and TV tapings from the Cambria County War Memorial in Johnstown. We're going to talk about that upcoming soon. Also, the ECW shows that came to the War Memorial also. There was a few ECW shows. So we will talk about that also. And if you can see on the dry erase board, rankings. What could that possibly mean, Reese? What do you think that means?
Uh,
Are we ranking us three? Because we already know I'm number one. So you're just ranking you and Jay left. So 2 and 3.
Get off the sauce there, guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You need mouth to mouth? I'll send Reese over.
I'm allergic to bullshit.
I'll send Reese over. He knows the Heimlich.
He knows the hind lick.
Yeah. And he knows CPR.
Well, you do that pretty good. Must be from experience.
Well, I'm CPR certified, guy. I have to know.
That's what they call it.
Oh my God. But anyway, rankings. Back to the rankings. We are going to be ranking Western Pennsylvania indie workers. We're going to be ranking top 10 singles, top 5 tag teams as of right now. And this is going to be solely based on wrestling that we in Western Pennsylvania, like I said, that Reese sees, that I see. We don't get to see a lot of different promotions, but in
the future, definitely would like to branch out and see other promotions, obviously.
Yes, and also we read up on it, so we see who who's winning. Because God knows we got enough freaking wrestling around in Western Pennsylvania, and that's not a fucking bad thing. In a way, it's a good thing, but in a bad way, they all run at the same fucking time. That's the only bad thing. Which, what can you do? We talked about that before. But yes, so we will be ranking. Make sure you check it out. See if your favorite wrestler makes our rankings. Should be interesting. And also, after we do our first few rankings, we may add some female rankings. Am I right, boys? We may add some female rankings.
Yes, sir.
So, but that's that. That's our upcoming shows. And Reese, you wanted to talk a little bit. You went somewhere over the weekend. You went to you took a little walk from Somerset County. You walked through Cambria County, and then you walked through Westmoreland County. Maybe Indiana County, then Westmoreland County. I'm not sure what fucking counties you walked, but you took a little walk down to Elizabeth, PA, and you walked with Elijah.
Yes,
at
sir.
IWC.
Yes, sir.
So tell us about that show real quick.
A pretty good show, top to bottom. They did a meet and greet with Elijah beforehand. They opened the doors early. They were expecting a large crowd.
Hold up. How did he look?
Just like he was on TV.
Is he jacked, chiseled?
Oh my God, yeah.
Is he short, tall?
I mean, I'm not fucking body inspector here.
No, I'm just saying, like, some people look bigger on TV than they do in person. That's all I'm asking.
I mean, it was the same. I mean, he's a jacked dude. Don't get me wrong.
Well, hold up. First of all, that comment you said you're not a body inspector. You inspect other bodies any other time. Why don't you inspect him? Am I right, Jay?
Please continue.
You're not wrong.
I'm not fucking wrong. I'm never fucking wrong.
I'm not zooming in on pictures looking at stuff, but that's another story.
But anyway, back to your thing with Elijah, your walk with Elijah.
He's a big dude. He looked about the same on TV as he does in person. He took the time to shake everybody's hands and talk with them a little bit. Now, hey, and my daughter was starstruck with the pictures I took. She had like hands over her face, and she was like nervous at first to go shake his hand and stuff, and she warmed up to him. He's a pretty cool guy. So as far as the in ring action, there was what was it? The reset button. That's where all the titles are up for grabs and anyone can show up. Dylan Bostic showed up in the first match with I believe it was the high stakes championship.
Hold up, Reese, hold up. Jay, do you remember Dylan Bostic?
Name sounds familiar, but I can't remember where we saw him.
Yeah, I can't put a finger on it either. I remember the name and I remember seeing him. Could it have been the old FNW?
When they ran Westmont?
Yeah.
Could have been.
Because I know I've seen him somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, the name sounds very familiar. And I saw pictures from the show that Reese was at, and he did look very familiar, but I can't remember, dude.
Okay. Sorry, Reese.
No, like at first I didn't know. Like I heard of the name and I've seen him before, but through pictures and stuff, but I didn't actually ever see him wrestle. And you had I don't know how to pronounce his name. Facade or Facade?
Oh, the Neon Ninja.
Yeah, the Neon Ninja.
Isn't that Facade?
It is Facade.
Yeah, he come in. What was it, like the 16-bit challenge? That's like a
yeah,
like a Royal Rumble themed. Lady Frost's husband showed up, or boyfriend showed up.
Yeah, that's her husband. The gentleman.
Yeah. So like so I think that there's 16 competitors in there. Throughout the whole match there, I thought it was set up that one of Plummer's goons would win it, but the 16th competitor walked out, and here it was Elijah.
Did he walk out with? Wait, did he walk out with Elias?
He walked out with Ezekiel. He come out with his guitar. He come in the ring, fucking hit Dillinger over the head with his guitar. Holy shit, that place erupted. But he ended up winning, so that gives that allows him to be at IWC at least one more time, because he can face the champion whenever he wants.
Right.
And you had Duke Davis versus that Anthony Cantina, or Mr. Assman off of Wish. that he is definitely a heel there. The crowd hates him.
Yeah.
During one part of the match, Duke grabbed one of those long ass Slim Jims from the crowd, started beating him with it.
So you're saying he beat him with a meat stick?
Yes. He should be in the Meat Madness match.
My goodness. There's a lot of meat being thrown around on this episode of Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk.
Did he have any meat sauce?
No, he raw dogged him.
Oh.
So Reese, another guy that showed up there on a reset button was Too Cold Scorpio. How'd he look?
He wrestled like he owed a couple months of back rent. He, for being almost 60, he can still go in the ring. He was taking the bumps. He did his moves off the top rope and everything.
He did. I was watching it on pay-per-view.
I was waiting for him to do that leg drop, or that split leg drop off the ropes, but I think he went to go attempt it, and then Gannon got him. And then in the women's match, Katie Arquette wrestled Danny Mel.
That's Facade's wife also.
Yeah. I kinda it kind of all came together because I seen there were people behind us that had Danny Moe shirts on, and I'm like, why in the hell are they wearing Danny Moe shirts? And then Katie come out, and I was put 2 and 2 together. But it's pretty cool to see her in action.
Yeah. So Reese, how many people do you think were there? I know it was fucking packed because I saw it on TV. And before you answer that, I just want to say this. After you answer that, I saw something else on TV while I was watching that also that I want to talk about. But go ahead.
Well, it was announced that it was the largest ever crowd for an IWC show, and they've been running for 23 years. As to put a number, I couldn't.
They didn't announce a number. They just said it was the largest attended.
So the last time that I was there with you, was it more than that?
Oh yeah.
So are you saying maybe close to 600?
I would say more than that.
Are you serious?
Because they had, so there was people standing, like an intermission where you could go meet meet and greet certain people. People were standing out halfway on that court watching it. People had brought their chair, like their own personal chairs. And then, the bleachers behind the doors that you can see on the live feed they were packed in there like sardines.
Wow.
And here apparently they were having a birthday on the other side of the curtain too. So there was all those extra people too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So 600 plus, huh?
I would say so.
Wow, that's pretty fucking good for a fucking night of wrestling.
Yeah. And then the last match there, Bill come out. I thought, this ought to be good. Whoever comes out to face him ought to be, like worthy opponent, not to take anything away from anybody, but reset button hit, and if I'm remember his name correctly, it's like Sam Holloway or something.
Yeah.
This dude, never heard of. I don't think anybody in the crowd knew who he was, but he towered over Bill. And that's hard to do because Bill's a big guy.
Even on TV, you can tell that he was bigger than Bill, tall wise.
Yep, Bill. We've seen Bill wrestle a lot of matches. I've never seen Bill have to look up at somebody.
But don't forget, Bill also picked him up over his fucking head
several times. They were outside the ring there. Bill was against the guardrail, and he come and fucking Keith lead him into the guardrail. I think, from what Haley was saying, he landed on the security guy there.
He did.
Broke the chair, and I think the security guy got hurt or something.
He was laying there for a while. I saw it on TV.
But yeah, he picked that Holloway dude up a couple times above his head, and it, like, holy hell, dude.
So
but that match was better than expected.
Very cool. So, a scale 1 to 10, what would you give the show?
I would give it a solid 8.
Oh, really?
7.5, 8.
All right.
And I think that goes in with, like the quality of the matches, like how the crowd's into it and stuff too. If the crowd's into it, it's a better environment,
Well, with 600 plus people, it's a lot of fucking people.
They, the old IWC faithful really don't like Cantina. A lot of the people walked out.
Really?
And came back after the match was over.
Oh wow. Huh.
So
well, very cool. Now I gotta talk about what I saw on my end when I was watching it on TV.
I can only imagine. This is probably going
why?
Why?
Let me talk. Why? Every time somebody came out of the curtain and they're walking around the fucking ring, who do I see? Fanboy Reese high-fiving every goddamn wrestler there. You're 40 years old.
Don't swear at me like that.
You fucking mark.
Don't. So I can't help it that Duke come into the crowd for one.
No, hold up. So Duke was just looking for you.
Duke come into the crowd.
I'm not saying that. Every shot you was at the railing like a little 13-year-old junior high girl at the fucking railing, high-fiving every time they came around. I saw your mug. Why? I paid to see the wrestling. I didn't pay to see your mug on pay-per-view.
Well, turn the fucking TV off then.
How about you?
And I only went up there. What? Too Cold was up there. I was up there for that. Duke come into the crowd. I can't help it. I sat right at the camera angle way.
But you were standing at the railing.
And then I took a video of Haley and Gannon.
Sit down, man. You're 40 years old.
I'm definitely not 40.
We round up on this podcast. Me and Jay talk about this all the time. We round up.
So then what? You're 50?
Jay is. Jay's older than me.
I am not.
If we're rounding up, I'm 30.
30 plus a couple.
Yeah, 30 plus a couple, 10 years. But all right, guys. We appreciate you watching. Make sure you watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. You can find all the other videos that we do, interviews, picks, random videos that we do. Check them all out on YouTube. And as always, how we end the show, guys? Top guys out.